Week 9 of our correctives. Again, correctives is a short series. We go through about 10 minutes of movement after our run intervals that we see on Thursday. We're going to break those down. So our 5 exercises today, each one's going to be on a clock. So we're going, keeping it simple. It's just a minute at each exercise. A lot of them are going to be split into 2, our right side, left side. So we'll go a minute on each side there. What you'll need today, I've got a yoga block as a tool. You could use maybe a small medicine ball or something that I am going to use to trap between my legs. I have a bench. I'll utilize the wall, but you don't need to have a wall. And then I've got a resistance band anchored to something fixed. But first one, we're going with a prone wishbone. So I'm going to take this block, trap it between my knees. Prone meaning we're going face down. We're going to curl the knees or bend the knees at 90 degrees. And then we're going to take our legs, our feet, and try to separate as much as possible. As I do that, I'm squeezing down on that block, keeping tension through my inner thigh. I'll separate as much as I can and hold just for a second, and then reset. So going through some internal rotation at the hip on both the right and left side. So we got a minute there. And then second, similar setup, but we're going to take that block now, put it between the feet. Still keeping tension, so I'm squeezing down on that block a little bit. We've got hamstring curls, so get the feet active. And then from here, I'm just curling that block to get that 90-degree bend at the knee. And I'm trying to do this as smoothly as I can, so not too much shaking, and just isolating the hamstrings as best I can. So a minute there. It's going to feel very easy, but try to stay as balanced and even on both sides as you can. Third, we've got our couch stretch, common hip flexor stretch. But back foot will elevate onto the bench. Knees going to be rested on the floor. We'll swing around the opposite leg out in front of us. Depending on your flexibility, we might have to just start lower because we're looking to get the hips extended. Open up or create some length through my knee, through my hip, into my abdominal wall and ribs. We've got a little bit more flexibility. Just get upright. Same idea. Hips extended. Feel a stretch through that hip flexor. Do a minute on the left, then I'll switch and go a minute on the right. In that setup. But control your breathing here. Slow, deep breaths. Trying to create some more length and open up those hips. Our fourth one is going to be an active one, so we can do this on or off the wall. The wall will be nice because it's going to give us a fixed point and a plane to raise our leg. But I'll bend the bottom leg so my foot's flat against the wall. I'll get my hips up against the wall. And then I'm just going to do some leg raises. So I'm going to slide my heel up against that wall for a minute. I'm going to raise, squeeze on the hip, and then reset. So with control, we're going to work up and down for a minute, but a lot of glute work there, hip work. And then we'll go into our final one, our TKE, or terminal knee extension. We'll use that band. It's going to be a single sided exercise, but that band's going to sit right behind and above the knee. And so like it sounds, we're going to extend the knee. So if we start in this flex knee position, I'm up on the toes and the ball of the foot, and then I'm just going to squeeze at the quad and the thigh, flatten that foot out, and then reset. So since this is a timed one, I'm keeping the band pretty light and just going through knee tracking. Doesn't have to be like a tough quad exercise, something that you can kind of glide through with ease, but making sure everything's kind of aligned and functioning how it should. Just work between those two. You got a minute on each side there. So quick recap, we've got a minute of the wishbone, 2 minutes since we're splitting sides on the, no, that's wrong. A minute on the hamstring curl. We'll split on the couch, so it's 4 minutes. We have another 2 minutes on the wall, so 6 minutes, and then another 2 minutes on the TKEs, giving us a total of 8 minutes.